Welcome to SBR IAS Academy. In our today's video lecture, we are going to see about the Hindu newspaper analysis of 2nd January 2018. This is page number 1 of Hindu newspaper, and this page contains one important article. This article is discussing about National Registry of Citizens. The National Registry of Citizens is a document which provides for the credentials of bona fide citizen of India. This National Registry of Citizens is initially created in the year of 1951 by accordance with the population census of 1951. Here you have to note down, the Assam is the only state in our country that had prepared the National Registry of Citizens as of now. After 1951, the huge amount of immigrants from the Bangladesh have migrated towards the Assam state. As a result, the population of the Assam has considerably increased and there have been a distress among the migrants and the local people. As a result, huge protests have been taken place in the state of Assam, and in order to bring the law and order situation under control, the Union government has signed an accord in the Assam state. The accord is known as the Assam Accord. This accord is signed between the Union government, which is presided by Rajiv Gandhi, and to the All India Assam Students Union. According to this Assam Accord, it has been accepted that the March 24, 1971 as a cut-off date for accepting the immigrants from Bangladesh. That is, the immigrants who have entered into India before March 24, 1971 is accepted as a permanent citizen of India. That is what signed in the Assam Accord. In this scenario, the Assam Accord has also stated for the updation of the National Registry of Citizens. Even though this accord is signed in the year of 1985, it has taken almost 30 years right now for updation of this National Registry of Citizens. By updating the National Registry of Citizens, the Assam state has once again become the first state to draft or update the draft of National Registry of Commissions. This updated National Registry of Commission will contain the names of the descendants of the people who have been registered in the NRC 1951, or the names of the descendants of the people who have entered into India before the midnight of March 24, 1971, and the descendants of those people and others as prescribed by the Citizenship Act. Earlier, for this updating process, the Union government has demanded the time frame till the July 31 of 2018. But the Supreme Court has rejected this request of Union government, and the Supreme Court ordered the Union government to publish the first draft of the National Registry of Citizens, that is the updated National Registry of Citizens, to be published by the December 31 of 2017, that is the midnight of December 31 of 2017. So in this scenario, the Union government has recently published the updated National Registry of Citizens first draft. It contains the names of 1.90 crore peoples of Assam. Roughly 3.29 people have been applied for this updation of NRC, but the Union government has published only the 1.90 crore names. It has been stated that the updation process will take a lot of time, so as a result, the people were requested to wait till the publishing of second draft of the National Registry of Citizens updated list. And the Union government has stated that the second draft of the updated National Registry of Citizens will be published in the last week of February, or it will be published in the first week of March. And the entire process of updation of the National Registry of Citizens will be completed in the year of 2018. That is what said by the Union government in this regard. And the Union government has also stated that if suppose the eligible candidate's name is not published in the updated National Registry of Citizens list, then that particular person is requested to go through the claims and objection process. By doing this, that particular person can be able to make his name available in the NRC list. And you are expected to note down one more important point, that is, all the citizens of Assam as well as all the political parties of Assam have accepted for the updation of the National Registry of Citizens. But these citizens as well as the political parties were not supporting the Union government's decision to amend the Citizenship Right Act of India. Yes, at present, the Union government is considering to include the immigrant minority Bangladesh Hindus as Indian citizens by amending the Citizenship Act of India. For this process, all the peoples of Assam as well as all the political parties of Assam were completely opposing the Union government. So the likely development is only to be known in future. For further information regarding this issue, do visit our official homepage www.comeonindia.com. We have provided a separate article regarding all these developments. That is what all about this article, and now let us move on to next page. This is page number 4 of Hindu newspaper, and this page contains one important article. This article is discussing about the Meghadayi river dispute. From the examination point of view, it is very much important to know what is the Meghadayi water dispute. For knowing this, first let us go for a little background check. Initially, after the independence, the Union government has come up with a plan to integrate the rivers. The main reason is the rivers of North India is highly flooding, whereas the rivers of South India is highly drought prone. So as a result, the Union government has decided to interlink the rivers. For this process, the Union government has set up a body to overlook these issues. Accordingly, that concerned body has come up with a lot of projects like Ken Bitwa project, and there are Pattisima project, and there are a lot of projects have been come up with the interlinking issue. But you have to note down, all this interlinking project is accompanied with a problem, that is the water sharing problem. One such problem is what? The Meghadayi water dispute problem. Here, the Meghadayi river is flowing through 3 states, that is, it is flowing through Karnataka, Goa and Maharashtra. By interlinking of this Meghadayi river with the Malaprabha river, the northern Karnataka people will be highly benefited, because the water outflow of Meghadayi river is high and the excess amount of water is draining into the Arabian Sea, whereas the Malaprabha river is highly drought prone and it is predominantly dry. So by diverting the excess water to the Malaprabha river, the people who were living around the Malaprabha river, especially the northern Karnataka, will be heavily benefited. That is the contention of this project. But unfortunately, by diverting this water from Meghadayi to Malaprabha, the water supply of Goa will be considerably reduced. As a result, this Meghadayi river water, which is sustaining the fragile ecosystem of Western Ghat, will be heavily affected. On showing these concerns, the Goa government is highly opposing this move. That is, the Goa government is highly opposing the Meghadayi irrigational water project. This water sharing dispute between the Goa, Karnataka and Maharashtra is a long-standing one. That is, this problem has initiated in the year of 1985 and there have been no subsequent progress have taken place in this regard until now. But recently, in the year of 2002, the Karnataka government has come up with a project, that is an interlinking project. Accordingly, the Karnataka government has planned to create a canal between the 2 tributaries of Meghadayi. The tributaries are the Kalasa and Bandari. But the Goa government is completely opposing to this Kalasa Bandari canal project because the water sharing dispute is once again the same concern. In order to amicably solve this issue, the Goa government has demanded for a tribunal to address this water sharing dispute. Accordingly, the Union government has formulated the Meghadayi water sharing dispute tribunal, and this tribunal has recently blocked the Karnataka government's plan to construct a canal in between the Kalasa and Bandari. So as a result, the further verdict of the tribunal is what going to decide the future of this Meghadai river water project. That is what all provided in this article, and now let us move on to next page. This is page number 5 of Hindu newspaper, and this page contains one important article. This article is discussing about the recent initiative which is taken by the Telangana government to boost up the agricultural production. Recently, the Telangana government has become the first state in India to provide 24-hour uninterrupted electricity power supply to the agricultural sector at free of cost. It is one of the significant achievement which is done by the Telangana state government, and by doing this, the Telangana state government is expected to increase the agricultural productivity in the state. And that is the important point from this article. And now let us move on to next page. This is page number 6 of Hindu newspaper, and this page contains two important articles. This article is the first important article of this page, and this article is discussing about the cold wave which is flowing across the North India. We know that during the month of November, December and January, the entire northern hemisphere will experience the winter season. This is primarily due to the movement of sun towards the Tropic of Capricorn from equator. Due to this movement, the entire southern hemisphere will witness the summer season, whereas the entire northern hemisphere will witness the winter season. Since India is located at the northern hemisphere, and especially the North India is comparatively high in altitude, this northern India is experiencing the severe winter effect. Our Jammu and Kashmir state, that is the Kashmir Valley, is currently witnessing the Chilai Kalan season. Here, the Chilai Kalan is the 40-day harshest time period of the winter season for the Kashmir Valley. During this Chilai Kalan time period, the Kashmir Valley witnessed the snowfall in a heavy amount, and the frequency of snowfall is also very high. The temperature during this Chilai Kalan time period will drop considerably to sub-zero temperature. Usually, the Chilai Kalan will occur in India, especially in the Kashmir Valley, from November 20 to Jan 31. After Jan 31, the Chilai Kalan will be completed, but the cold wave will still continue in the Kashmir Valley for another 30 days. And we know that the Himachal Pradesh is in North India, and it is also located in high altitude. As a result, due to this combinational effect, that is the location and the latitude, this Himachal Pradesh region is right now experiencing the Arctic temperature condition. That is, the Arctic is the northernmost point of Earth, and it is always witnessing the sub-zero temperature. That is what happening in the Himachal Pradesh right now, because in Himachal Pradesh right now the temperature is recorded at -14 degree to -20 degrees Celsius. The lakes, springs, rivulets, tributaries, rivers are frozen in this region. That is what all the important point of this article, and now let us move on to next article. This is the second important article of this page, and this article is discussing about the Bhitarkanika National Park. The Bhitarkanika National Park is located in the state of Odisha. We know that the Bhitarkanika National Park is the home for the Estuarine crocodile. Every year, the census for the Estuarine crocodile is carried out in the month of January. This year, the census for the Estuarine crocodile is likely to be carried out in the time period of January 3rd to January 10th. During these 7 days, the Forest Department has imposed the ban for tourists. The main reason is to prevent the noise pollution in this region. And from the examination point of view, you have to note down one important point, that is, the location of the Bhitarkanika National Park is surrounded by 3 important rivers. They are the Brahmani River, the Baitarani River and the Damara River. This Bhitarkanika National Park is surrounded in 145 square kilometer region, and it is ideal spot for camping, trekking as well as for the picnic activity. That is what all about this article, and now let us move on to next page. This is the page number 7 of Hindu newspaper, and this page contains 3 important articles. This is the first important article of this page, and this article is discussing about the body scanners. Recently, the Central Industrial Security Force has favored for the installation of the body scanners in all the airports of India. The main reason is to enhance the security and safety of passengers. It has been expected that by having the body scanners, the efficiency of screening activity will improve, because the body scanners will spot the location at which the physical checking is needed. So as a result, for sure it will improve the screening activity. That is what all provided in this article, and now let us move on to next article. This is the second important article of this page, and this article is discussing about the Indian Institutes of Management Bill of 2017. This Indian Institutes of Management Bill of 2017 is successfully passed in the Parliament, and now it has received the assent of President. The important provisions of this Indian Institute of Management Bill of 2017 is: earlier, the Indian Institute of Management has power only to provide the diplomas to the students or graduates. But at present, this Indian Institute of Management Bill of 2017 has given certain power to the Indian Institute of Management. Thereby, the IIMs can be able to award the degrees to their graduates. This is the first provision. The second provision is the Indian Institute of Management Bill has provided certain increased autonomy to the IIMs. Thereby, it has restricted the power of the government in the working of IIMs. These two important provisions has provided a huge impetus for the growth of education sector in India, especially for the growth of Indian Institute of Management in India. That is what all about this article. For detailed analysis regarding Indian Institute of Management Bill of 2017, do visit our official homepage or download our SVR IAS Academy Android app from the Google Play Store. Now let us move on to next article. This is the third important article of this page, and this article is discussing about the merchant discount rate. Here, the merchant discount rate means the rate which is paid by the merchant to the bank for providing the debit or credit card facilities. Recently, the Union Government has announced that it is going to bear the merchant discount rate charges for the transaction up to Rs 2000 which is made through the debit cards, Beam UPI or Aadhaar enabled payment system. The main reason for this announcement of Union Government is to promote the digital transaction in India. So accordingly, starting from Monday, no people or customer is required to pay the MDR on their purchase for the transaction up to Rs 2000. That is what all provided in this article, and now let us move on to next page. This is the page number 11 of Hindu newspaper, and this page contains 3 important articles. This is the first important article of this page, and this article is discussing about the state of Nagaland. Recently, the Union Home Ministry has announced that the state of Nagaland is remaining as a disturbed area for next 6 more months. By announcing the Nagaland as a disturbed area, the Home Ministry has extended the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, that is the AFSPA Act in the Nagaland, for another 6 months. The AFSPA Act provides certain special powers to the security forces, according to which it empowers the security forces to conduct operations and also to arrest anyone without any notifications. The main reason for announcing the Nagaland as a disturbed area is at present, the situation in the Nagaland is remaining as a disturbed and dangerous condition, and the usage of armed forces is essential for the proper working of civil function in the state. That is the reason which is provided by the Union Home Ministry for declaring Nagaland as a disturbed area. That is what all provided in this article, and now let us move on to next article. This is the second important article of this page, and This article is discussing about the fund allocation for the development of judicial infrastructure in India. Earlier, the Planning Commission in its 12th 5-year plan has announced for the centrally sponsored scheme for development of infrastructure facility for judiciary. Accordingly, at present, the Union Government has allocated Rs 3,320 crore of money for the completion of the judicial infrastructure, and it has been expected that the completion of the project will be done by March 31, 2020. And that is what all the important information which is provided in this article from the examination point of view. So now let us move on to next article. This is the third important article of this page, and this article is discussing about the Real Estate Regulation and Development Act of 2016. This act is notified in the month of May 2017, and according to this act, it has been stated that the developer of a real estate have to declare to the buyers the detailed informations like the dates on which the various government clearances have been secured, and also the floor plan, the carpet area, the progress of the construction, and so on. And also, one of the important provision of the Real Estate Regulation and Development Act of 2016 has stated that all the real estate projects have to be registered with the Real Estate Regulatory Authority. But here the problem is only 6 states in India has created the Real Estate Regulatory Authority, and other 23 states were having only the interim preparation. The main reason is many states in India were providing certain rules which were favoring the private developers, and apart from that, the real estate market is in slump in recent years. As a result, the Real Estate Regulatory Authority is not yet created, and also the Real Estate Act of 2016 is not yet picked up in India. That is what all provided in this article, and now let us move on to next article. This is page number 14 of Hindu newspaper, and this page contains one important article. This article is discussing about the rooftop solar project. Recently, the Gas Authority of India Limited has announced that it has commissioned the nation's second largest rooftop solar power plant. According to the announcement of GAIL India Limited, it has been found out that the GAIL India Limited has installed 5.76 megawatt power capacity of solar plant at its petrochemical complex at Patna in Uttar Pradesh. And it has been expected that the power load factor of this installation is around 15%, and annually this installation will provide 79 lakh units of electricity for the captive use. That is what all about this article, and now let us move on to next page. This is the page number 18 of Hindu newspaper, and this page contains 3 important articles. The first article is discussing about the coral reefs. The second article is discussing about the artificial intelligence. The third article is discussing about the antibacterial resistance. Since we are not having sufficient amount of time to cover all these 3 important articles in this video lecture, we kindly request you to go through it on your own. That is what all about today's video lecture. For further video lecture and notes regarding the UPSC Civil Services examination, kindly download our official SVR IAS Academy Android app from the Google Play Store. All the best for your examinations. Thank you.